What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Unhinged Talk. As usual, I'm your host, Patrick Hennessy, joined today by the man, Sean Petrucci. How we doing, Sean?
Doing great. How you doing?
Can't complain as usual. Before we do talk about the Domingo German news, everyone be sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications. We're going live before and after every Yankees game this season. But we have good news to talk about today.
Great
Domingo
news.
German has been optioned to the alternate site. This is something that we were kind of calling for in our post-game live stream after the game against Tampa Bay when German made his second straight really bad start. So, listen, I have to admit, Sean, I'm pretty surprised. I knew that the Yankees were going to have, a quick leash on Domingo German as far as, his performance this season, but I didn't think 2 starts in, they were already going to option him to the alternate site. This is really soon.
This is very unlike the Yankees. I mean, this is the same day we get Tyler Wade and Domingo German optioned just 8 games into the season. I mean,
Yeah.
I fully expected Tyler Wade to stick around because he always does. And then for German, it's 2 starts. I was
It's crazy.
calling for 2 starts, he shouldn't get any more, but realistically, does he deserve another 1 or 2? Maybe, but the Yankees are just listen, you were on a short leash to begin with, and if you're not going to perform, then just get out of here.
Yeah, listen,
For
I
now.
think you worded it perfectly. The Yankees are not playing any games so far this season, which is definitely a good sign to see because usually they
Not
would be
like
like,
the
oh
Yankees.
yeah, I think
Yeah.
Herman's stuff was awesome today.
Oh my
Moving
God.
forward,
Yeah.
he's still our
Yeah.
guy. But yeah, listen, don't get me wrong, Domingo German definitely has potential. But obviously there's still things that he needs to work out as well. So I think it'll probably be best for him to work at the alternate site. And that's kind of why to start the season, I thought he should have been at the alternate site to begin with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just because
Yeah.
Devi Garcia pitched in the major leagues as early as last season. We haven't seen Domingo German in 2 years, so you didn't know what you were going to get out of him. So I thought that kind of would have made more sense.
I think, yeah, I definitely agree. And I think that was the plan going into the spring. I think that's
Yeah.
what was going to happen. And then Domingo just jumped off the charts in the spring and Devi was okay. So maybe they're thinking, okay, maybe we should do the other way around.
Yeah.
So I think that's why there was such a short leash with him because this wasn't the plan.
It definitely wasn't.
It was not the plan.
It was not the plan by any means. I think that while Cashman said in the offseason Domingo German was a number 2 at worst, I don't know if they necessarily believe that. I think they just want to instill some confidence in him going
Yeah,
back into the season.
probably, yeah.
But listen, as far as we're currently recording, the Yankees have not made a corresponding roster move. As far as that roster move goes, they're probably going to go the Michael King route. If just based on what I'm thinking, just because the only reason they sent King down was because he pitched 6 innings and he wasn't really going to pitch for a week anyway, right? So I think that Michael King might make the most sense here, unless they do go the Devi Garcia route.
Now, I think Devi is the better starter. I think in our group chat, Jalen made a good point. King has proven that he's better out of the bullpen. But my line of thinking is since the minor league season hasn't started just yet, it would make sense to maybe have Devi get a start or 2 there before getting a start here. But at the
Yeah.
same time, you could argue that he pitched all last season for us. So it's not like he doesn't have major league experience. So the Yankees they can't really go wrong here, but I think the safe choice would be King for now, but Devi in May, probably.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I think King might be the move they're gonna make for now, but moving forward, look maybe 2 weeks into the future, I think Devi Garcia is gonna be back in the Bronx.
Yeah,
And
for sure.
we expected this.
Yes.
When we were breaking down the Yankees rotation, I didn't think it was gonna be this early where they were gonna bring up Devi and kind of swap Herman out, but we knew it was gonna happen eventually because Devi Garcia was obviously gonna play a key role in the Yankees rotation this season. I'm excited. Only because we were never big fans of Herman going into the year, but after his dominant spring, all we could say was, hopefully he just pitches to this level for us, because it would only be good for the Yankees. But he hasn't through his first 2 starts, and now we're gonna get to see some other guys get a chance. One of them being Michael King might get an opportunity to kind of prove what he was worth after that 6-inning 1-hit performance,
Yeah,
which was
unbelievable.
dominant.
Yeah.
Like we said, Devi Garcia, he's definitely going to get an opportunity at some point. So I think what the Yankees are kind of proving with this option is that, like we said, they're not playing any games, especially with this slow start to the season. I really do appreciate switch ups like this. Like we said, the Tyler Wade demotion earlier on in the day, and now Domingo German. These are things that we want to see out of the franchise,
Yeah.
but we just haven't as of late. And I hate to say this, but you know who I think might be next?
Jay Bruce.
Yeah. I think,
Yeah, for sure.
listen, now going into the season, I had the idea we were just gonna have like the same old Yankees, and like they were gonna like keep giving these guys opportunities after opportunities. And Jay Bruce is definitely, no matter how he performs, he's gonna be the guy until Jay Bruce comes. Bro, we saw they
You look for
traded
it.
for Rougned Odor. What'd I say, Jay Bruce?
Yeah, you did.
Bro, I mixed them up so many times.
Yep.
But I mean, we saw with the Rougned Odor trade, like that was what 5 games into the season when
Yeah, like
it's ridiculous.
it's like who's pulling the strings because this isn't the Yankees.
No,
It's like you're
and
telling me after all these chances, like now Tyler Wade is like the final straw. I mean,
yeah,
Herman, and I think if Odor like performs pretty well over the next week and Bruce still can't, you know,
I agree.
hit anything, he's gone.
I'd agree. And I guess it's a good thing to see that the Yankees are finally taking like competition into play, and they're like pitting these guys against each other and just seeing who performs better. I like that because it
Yeah,
makes the guys play with some sort of sense of urgency.
exactly.
You
Yeah,
know?
because if you're Tyler Wade, he's probably thinking nothing's gonna happen to me. I'm fast. I
Exactly.
can field ground balls. Nothing's gonna happen.
But
And then
then
something
Mike
finally
Tauchman
happens.
does it,
And then
and
something
then
finally happens. Yeah,
yeah,
and for Jay Bruce, he's probably thinking, "Oh, this is my job till May. I'll play well. I'll go get another job." Now it's like I'm hitting 100. They already made a trade,
yeah.
and Voigt's coming back in a month, so like I need to pick it up.
Let me ask you a question. We're talking July 1st. Is Domingo German back in the majors?
I want to
I'm gonna
say
say
no.
no.
I want to
I'm
say
gonna say
no
no.
because that means that Devi has that fifth spot because that'll be enough. Devi will be in the majors before then. Let's just make that clear. Like
Yes,
even if Mike
yes,
King comes up, we already said it, but he's not permanent. He'd just be like a filler. But if Domingo's back in the majors in July, that means Devi was just terrible, and we don't want to see that. That would hurt a lot. When he's part of the future, when we need him. So I almost want to say I can't see Domingo coming back in pinstripes. I can't.
it's not
I
that
mean,
bold of a take.
it's not because the first four spots are locked up in the rotation, like
Exactly.
100%, and you're gonna give King and Devi a chance.
And that's
More
exactly
Devi
my
than
point.
King. So he's like
Yes.
third on the totem pole for that fifth spot right now.
Yeah, and even if Devi comes up and like he just performs very poorly, like his leash is much longer than
Oh
Herman's.
yeah, he'll get more than
Much
two
longer.
starts.
He'll
He'll
get
get
more than 2 starts
yeah,
for sure. So
yes.
it'll take a lot to go wrong for the Yankees to call Herman back up in
Yeah,
place of
I
Devi.
can't see it.
All I
Cannot see it.
know, all I know is that this is a very promising move, especially for the Yankees that are struggling right now. That kind of like they're not taking bad performance for an answer, right?
Yeah,
Like if these guys
good
aren't
to
playing up
see.
to their potential, it's good to see them pulling the leash quickly. But I think what the important part coming out of this is that we're going to see Devi Garcia back in the Bronx soon, and I love to see that. He's a fan favorite by far, and I think that he has a potential to be the best fifth man in the rotation in baseball. That's
100%.
just the potential that this kid
100%.
has, and
Yes.
it'll be very interesting seeing him come up eventually, where he's not having to play the role of the number two, right? Because we
Yeah.
know he's not a number two. So I'd like to kind of see him like more comfortable this year. I'm just excited in general. Listen, I hope Domingo German gets himself together. Maybe he builds up some trade value with the alternate site. Yankees can make a deal. I don't know. Guess we'll see. But that's going to wrap things up for today. Appreciate you all for stopping by. You guys know the deal. Like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications so you do know when we go live before and after every Yankees game this season. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe. Peace.